So if there's one thing that throws every system in your body off, your hormones, your mood, your sleep, your immune system, it's blood sugar swings. The problem is most people think that it's only about diabetes. My doctor says I don't need to worry yet because my A1C is only 5.9. Yeesh. But even small spikes and crashes can create inflammation, anxiety, and autoimmune flares. And as a matter of fact, in the functional medicine world, we like to look at an A1C less than 5.2. So 5.9 is huge. You can even have retina damage above, I think 5.5 and above. And so you really want to make sure you're really tightening up that A1C. What is A1C? That's a measure of how well your body's been managing blood sugar for the past 3 months. It's a fabulous marker. Ask your doctor for that. So today I'm going to talk about balancing the blood sugar. Balancing your hormones. Balancing your blood sugar helps to balance your hormones. And as a matter of fact, to balance your hormones, you need your blood sugar in balance. Having a balanced blood sugar can help calm your blood system, helps give you calmer, steadier moods. And I also want to talk about how we can do it naturally and without feeling deprived. Because a lot of times when we say don't eat, don't eat, don't eat, then all of a sudden you feel deprived and that's all you want to eat. And I don't want that to happen. So comment and let me know if your energy crashes around 3 p.m. because that's something else that I want to fix today. So, hi, I'm Jen. I'm a culinary coach, a health educator, a master herbalist, and I'm someone who helps people, mostly women, use food to calm their immune system, balance their hormones, and get their energy back naturally. My history is with autoimmune thyroid disease. I've had many other autoimmune diseases in that battle, but I help people bring it back into balance, restore their autoimmune system, restore their immune system by balancing the blood sugar, because blood sugar is foundation for all of the hormones, thyroid hormones, sex hormones, all of them, right? It's the rhythm that the body depends on. And when it's off, your whole system has to work that much harder to protect your body and to make your body feel safe. So let's talk about what really happens in your body, how it affects your autoimmune system, and how you can start stabilizing your blood sugar today. Every time you eat, your body has one main goal, and that is to keep your blood sugar steady. We have this system. We eat food, our insulin comes out and wants to shuttle sugar into those cells. It's all around blood sugar and keeping things stable. If our blood sugar gets too high, we have inflammation and increase. We want the inflammation. We want to be able to create inflammation. If you get cut or injured or bruised, we want inflammation. We want blood to rush to that area to heal, but we don't want it to be chronic. And so when our blood sugar goes up and down and up and down, it becomes chronic. That creates a chronic inflammatory system going on. If our blood sugar drops too low, then we start having cortisol issues, and that kicks in the adrenals and stress hormones and all of that. If we have high blood sugar, our immune system is in a low grade state of alarm. If we have low blood sugar, it tells our adrenals to keep pumping out those stress hormones. And so both of these disrupt the thyroid hormones, the sex hormones, and energy production. That's why blood sugar balance isn't just about food. It's also related to communication in the body, stressors, and more. So your body wants consistency. So do I. I like structure. I like guidelines. And so does our body. It wants to predict and know what to expect, what's coming next. Don't we all feel safer when we know that? While helpful, you don't have to have a glucose meter. I have one right here, where I can just prick my finger and see what my blood sugar is anytime, before I eat, when I wake up, before I go to bed, any of those things, right? It's even more helpful to wear a CGM. You can buy them over the counter here in the US now. Stello, Lingo, those are two brands that you can just buy over the counter. Other countries, you've been able to buy them over the counter for a long time. Or you can ask your doctor for a prescription if your insurance will pay for it, and maybe that'll save you even more money. But you don't have to have that. If you have midday crashes or sudden irritability, if you have cravings for sugar, salt, or caffeine, those are all blood sugar related or adrenal related. You're waking up at 2 to 3 a.m., that can be a liver issue. That can also be a blood sugar issue. You're feeling anxious or you get shaky. That used to be me. Oh, I'd get so shaky. I had a job one time where I would get so busy at work where I would skip lunch and I'd go 10 hours without something to eat and I would be shaking so bad and I would get so hangry. Have any of you been hangry before? I want to know that too. So for me, I used to really be hangry. I didn't know it was a blood sugar problem. In the mornings, especially on Sundays, we'd sleep in and then I always have waffles. We have waffles and yogurt bar on Sunday. It's something we've been doing for a really, really long time. But sometimes it would take me a long time to make up the batter. If I didn't have had stuff in the freezer and it has to thaw, making the batter, and I'd start getting hangry and no one would be helping me, and it was terrible. And so everybody knew in my house they had to help me get breakfast on the table. Let's get mama fed because I had those blood sugar issues. If you have brain fog or lightheadedness after eating, those are other signs that there's a blood sugar issue. So if these sound familiar, your blood sugar is running the show. It's controlling what's going on with your body, and your hormones are trying to catch up. And like I said before, there's like this pyramid, and at the base is the health of our guts and our blood sugar balance. Those both have to be in balance and under control before we can focus on hormones, thyroid hormones, the adrenals, all of that. We have to have those under control. That's the base of our foundation. So, like I said, I'm one of those people who would really, really get hangry, and my family knew that they had to help me. And luckily, I've been able to reset my system because it was pretty bad at times, I have to admit. Once I watched what I ate and I learned how to really balance meals with greens and fiber and healthy fats, and I got adequate sleep because sleep is key when it comes to blood sugar. Then my anxiety got better. My energy became more even. And like I said, I even slept better. So those is two ways. If you have blood sugar under control, you'll sleep better. If you get sleep under control, that's going to help with blood sugar as well. If you've ever had a night where you just worked all night or you just had something going on where you just didn't get a good enough quality sleep, the next day, have you ever noticed you crave carbs? All you want is comfort food and really sugary, fatty, carby type food. So one of the things I teach my clients is, number one, eat within an hour of waking. And I know, I can hear you now, there's so many things, people that do intermittent fasting where they wait until noon to eat or 11 to eat. Well, what I found for me and for most of my clients who have adrenal insufficiency or autoimmune conditions, we need to eat within an hour of waking. For me, I wake up around 6 and I eat at 8, so it's 2 hours. But I don't want you to start your day with caffeine. Don't start your day with a cup of coffee. Start your day with some water, hydrate your body. Coffee's dehydrating. Start your day with warm water, maybe warm water with a little lemon, something like that to really hydrate the body. And then give yourself some highly nutritious breakfast, something that you can chew. So smoothies can be really great, especially if you have some greens and omega-3 rich fats like chia seeds or flax seeds or walnuts or hemp seeds. Those are high in proteins and fats. But if you drink them with a straw, you're skipping step one of digestion, which is the enzymes in your mouth that help break down carbohydrates. So put something on your smoothie so that you're eating with a spoon. Make it nice and thick. You're eating with a spoon and you're chewing. And so I like chia puddings. I do like smoothie bowls where I put nuts or seeds on top or something like that. You can eat leftovers. I used to love to eat like tofu soup, a miso soup, or a bean soup for breakfast. And when my children were in school and I'd heat up their lunch and put it in a thermos, oh my gosh, it smelled so good that early in the morning. So we don't think about eating those savory dishes. Those are great for breakfast too. So that's number one. Eat within an hour of waking, maybe 2 hours. That's what I do. I take my thyroid meds and I like to wait a little while before I eat any food. So that was one. Number two, watch it when you're eating carbs alone. So not every carb is equal. An apple is a carb. A broccoli head is a carb. A cracker is a carb. A loaf of bread, that's carbs, right? And so I'm saying a carb, but I mean carbs. They're all carbs. All those things, breads, cakes, cookies, right? Now, those carbs have other things in them. So you can buy a bread that's just flour, water, and sugar, or flour, water, and salt. And that's just carbs, right? And an apple is pretty much mostly carbs. A potato is mostly carbs. If we eat it just alone, depending on what it is and how much fiber is in there and how much protein is in there is how our body is going to be affected. Eating beans. Beans are high in carbohydrates. However, there's other things in some of those carbs that affect our blood sugar differently. But all in all, pairing those with greens or fat is really going to help stabilize your blood sugar. Is that the right thing? I don't know. We're all unique, but just be watchful when you're eating a carb alone. So I used to start every day with an apple. Was that right? Probably not. If I had had apple shredded or chopped on a smoothie bowl, it could have been a green smoothie bowl. So my blood sugar probably would have been more stable. Wearing something like a CGM just really, really helps. Number three, prioritize greens and proteins. And so, do you have to eat meat? No, I haven't had meat since 2016. So you don't have to. You can have protein is in all these other foods. Everything has a little bit of protein if it's a real whole food. Some have more than others. Our greens are very high percentage wise in greens and proteins, but you would have to eat a lot to get quantity wise, right? But by combining different meals, a salad with beans and hemp seeds on top, some lentils with your dinner with lots of greens, you're going to get all of your protein needs met. I use Chronometer. That's my favorite app. It's free. And I track, and I've never had a problem not meeting my protein needs. Who do you know in your life who is actually deficient in protein? Maybe if someone's really sick and they have trouble absorbing and breaking down, that's a whole nother discussion. It's not an intake problem, it's an absorption problem. And that's something else that we can work on. Okay, so number one, I already forgot number one. Number one was eat within an hour of waking. Number two, watch eating carbs alone. Number three, prioritize greens and proteins. And number four, eating balanced dinners. So combined, cooked veggies with healthy fats and a little bit of starch with some raw veggies for those natural enzymes. Having a root vegetable at dinner can really help. Those carbs, even those carbs you're having with the green, you're having with some healthy fats, they can actually help you with some sleep as well. And so I especially like dinners to have some sort of root vegetable. And don't fear fruit, just pair it. Eat your fruit with some nuts, nut butter or seed butter. Those are great things to do. And then move, 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 move. Our bodies were created to move. We have this lymphatic system that moves garbage through our body. We've all heard if someone had cancer that spread to the lymph nodes, uh-oh, we need to be worried, right? Well, we need to move that lymph. The only way lymph moves is moving our body. We don't have a pump. We have to contract muscles to move it. And so moving your body, especially after meals, helps your body use up blood sugar. So if you're tired of energy crashes, cravings, hormonal swings, it's time to come back to looking at blood sugar. It's the single most stabilizing thing you can do for your immune system. If you have an autoimmune condition that we need to focus on the immune system, it can help with our mood and it even helps with our metabolism. Inside my membership group, culinaryhealingcircle.com, culinaryhealingcircle.com, we dive deep into this. We eat real balanced moods. We focus on rhythms. We focus on the adrenals. We focus on foods that love you back and eating in a calm environment. Your blood sugar holds the key to your energy, your focus, your hormones, your calm, and your peace. Cooking can help us create change and stability we need for freedom. So share this with a friend who's ready to ditch the roller coaster and feel steady again and join culinaryhealingcircle.com. That is definitely the right thing to do. I'd love to see you in my group and to help you on your way. And if you join, you get 1 month free. You can cancel at any time in that 30-day trial. Check it out, culinaryhealingcircle.com. And I will join you again soon.